What is up, everyone? It's been a while since I've done a Weird War Wednesday. Thought I'd jump in on it. So, um, been praised, been a crazy couple weeks for me. So a lot of people have been asking me. I've been getting a lot of support. Bo, what's up, buddy? It is early for me today. I had time, so I thought I'd go ahead and jump in and get something down. So past couple weeks, guys, been pretty crazy. A lot of people have been asking me what's up and everything, and so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you because we're all family here. We're all weird war weirdos, and I want you guys to know and everything. So I recently just started out working out again because I'm trying to get back in shape, and I guess I overdid it a little bit, and I developed rhabdo. So what that is, it's basically when you're working out, the breakdown of muscle tissue when you're like doing weights or whatever you're doing, floods into the bloodstream, and normally your body feels fatigue from it, but my body, I for whatever reason, well, I'm 50 fucking years old, and I guess I was acting like I was 20 again. Um, it overdid my blood and basically toxified my blood, and really did a number on my kidneys and my liver. Um, but the minute I saw it when I was peeing like black, I yeah, the bolts on my neck. I know. So when I peed, I was peeing almost black. Raced up to the hospital, um, and they caught it early. So for about a week, I was in the hospital. Just they're flushing my system. So IVs, just sitting in bed, IVs, pumping through me and whatnot. And then I was let go. I think when did I get? I think last Friday. I think I got out. Last Thursday maybe. I can't remember. But I got my labs back today, and they look great. So we definitely dodged a bullet, and you know, it's humbling to know that your body isn't what it used to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was rhabdo, dude. Yeah, it was bad. It's funny because though they asked me, the ER nurse was asking me if I was on drugs, right? I'm like, no, I'm not fucking on drugs. And she's like, "Are you taking any kind of like weight, supplements, like workout supplements and shit?" And I'm like, "No, not at all. Nothing. I don't do any of that shit." And she was like, "I've never seen what CK and whatever the liver. She'd never seen numbers that high before that weren't like drug induced, poisoning or whatever the fuck." So, luckily, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a smoker. I don't do drugs, none of that shit. So, but the only bad thing about me is I'm a fat bastard. But that's pretty bad. But luckily, my kidneys and my liver are healthy enough to bounce back from this, because this really could have been a bad scene. But I'm on the recovery. All my things are normal or near normal, with all trends going down. So that's good. Again, it was freaky. And like I was saying, it's really humbling when, as you get older, as I say many a times, getting old ain't for pussies. But, as adults and men, especially, we need to know our limitations. And, you know, as much as it hurts our ego and our all that shit, we got to know when our bodies aren't what they used to. We need to go slower. Take a little bit more precaution in what we do. Because I'm telling you, man, you make that wrong. You just do the wrong thing, it could really fuck you up for the rest of your life. So I'm near normal. That's right, brother. Just give me the weird, and I'll be fine, right? But yeah, so that's what has been going on with me the last couple of weeks. And I have to admit, guys, I have to say this sincerely from my heart. All of you that reached out to me and asked me how I felt and talked to me on the phone and, left messages of goodwill and whatever. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. When a person is in the hospital, it is a lonely, solitary thing. And any outreach from anybody out in the real world is a fucking lifeline. And it really, really is an ego boost. And it's a morale booster. So, and I appreciate everybody. And I love everybody that did that for me. And I know you all were there and you're all concerned. And it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because, because of circumstance there. Like I hope she could have, but it wasn't her fault. She wanted to, but she just couldn't. And just those people that reached out to me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. It means more than you'll ever know. And I just want to stress, if you have family or friends that are in like the hospital or something like that, guys, reach out to them, because I'm telling you, that alone is just. It's pretty amazing. It keeps you, because when you're there and all the insanity around you, and you're praying that your situation improves and that you're not stuck there for longer or forever. I mean, it's a big thing, and I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate all you guys doing that. And it's from the bottom of my weird war heart. I appreciate it. So with that aside. I'm a little verklempt here because I'm a sensitive guy, but it means a lot, and I thank you. I do. I thank you guys for doing that. It means a lot. It means a lot. All right. So with that out of the way, let's get back to the gaming. Okay, the gaming. Okay, so what we got going on is. We have annually, every Halloween, we do a live battle report, okay? And me and Mel are going to be playing. I'm going to see if Colette can come and play. I'm not sure. She got herself a new fella. So, you know how that works. She's all doing stuff with a new buddy. So, I don't know. We might be able to convince her to come and play with us too. But, so last year we played Shadows over Normandy, and we did like a big Cthulhu game. It was a lot of fun. I got my ass kicked. The girls kicked my ass. But this Tuesday, I'm not sure what time. I'm thinking about 7 Central, maybe 6 or 7 Central. We're gonna do our battle report. So we're gonna use my game system. Mutt, what's up, buddy? So we're going to be playing my Battleground World War II. So this is the scenario, guys, okay? We've got the all winners, okay? If you guys don't know who the all winners squad is, okay? That comprises of Captain America and Bucky, the original Human Torch, Jim Hammond. He's like an android. And Toro. And then probably Submariner, Namor. Not Namor, Namor, okay? And I think that's all. A little bit later, they kept adding people like Miss America and the Wizard and the Destroyer were kind of, but I'm not gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna do those guys because those 4 or those 5 right there are pretty powerful. So yeah, basically the Invaders. The Invaders is a rebranding of the all winners in I think the 70s. Who did that? That was Marvel. I'm trying to think who wrote that. Shit, can't remember his name. But anyway, yeah, they rebranded it. Instead of the all winner squad, they called it the Invaders. Same people, same general idea, whatever. But okay, so here's the scenario, guys. Okay, the all winners / invaders appear on the battlefield, and in front of them is some sort of like down a ways on the other side of the table, okay, I should say, there's going to be some sort of like either a portal or like some sort of like building or whatever it is. Okay, but so it's being protected by some Nazis. We're going to roll on on a chart, okay, that you guys are gonna write. You guys are gonna write. We're gonna roll out on a chart, and every turn, one of those things appears out of whatever the the portal, or comes out of the factory, or whatever it is, okay, and it attacks the all winners, okay. So what I want from you guys, because I want you guys, and what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to like get it to where the all winners have to like fight through. It's almost like an arena game. Like every turn, some new baddie comes out, and they got to fight the Germans as well as whatever this new enemy is that enters the table. So we'll see, what we can do. Now I've got rules for the Human Torch, Toro, Cap, Namor, and Bucky. So I got rules for all that shit. But now you got a Blizzard. Oh yeah, Blizzards are fucking good. No, okay, so Hydra is a no-go, and let me tell you why, guys. Now, in my gaming, I'm a huge comic guy, right? I had every appearance of Hydra up until like 1990, right? I was a big Hydra and Shield guy, all that shit. So I had it all. Now, in the original like timeline, and what I try to do, guys, in my wargaming, I try to stay with the golden age of stories, that intent. I don't, and maybe some Silver Age. I don't do the modern stuff. I don't. So in the World War II genre, in how it was originally written with Hydra never made it to Europe, okay, during the war. Hydra was set up by Baron von Strucker in the Pacific, in like Japan, not in Japan, but I think it was in China area, right? Okay, so what the plan was is the Red Skull sent Baron von Strucker to Asia to create Hydra. So because Red Skull knew the war was going to end and Germany was going to lose, so he was going to like DD out of there and go to Asia and take over Hydra, right? And then start his world conquering whatever over there. Okay. So Strucker was in Japan / whatever, Asia, and he started recruiting and started making Hydra. Now Hydra, a majority of it came from the Hand. I don't know if you guys know who the Hand is. The Hand is kind of like, if you ever read Wolverine, those are the ninjas that he always fought on his island, that he had and all that. Anyway, but the Hand were kind of like the precursors to Hydra. Okay. So, yeah, man, you guys are more than welcome. Hey, if you guys can make it to Texas, you guys can play with us. Bo. Okay. So, but Hydra was defeated by, Captain Stryker and his Leatherneck Commandos, and it was the Bonsai Squad, I think it was. So it was a joint Japanese U.S. Marine task, like they kind of teamed up and they fought Hydra and defeated it. Okay, so in that vein, Hydra is never like it was the modern reincarnation. Yeah, Elektra. That's right. Daredevil and Elektra's baddies, the Hand. That's right. Very good, though. Very good. You got some good Google foo. So Hydra is kind of like even if Hydra was in Europe, it's small amounts. It wasn't like these massive army. Now I have rules for Hydra in my game, but they're kind of covert. They're not like open warfare. They try to stay below because they're still building it up. And that's right, the Punisher, baby. Frank Castle was kicking some hand ass a few times, along with Wolverine a few times too. Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately, Castle was Vietnam, so I can't have Castle in World War II. So, that'd been cool if Castle was World War II. But we have cool guys, like we got Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos. We got Sergeant Rock. We got lots of cool, and I might even, as support, I might even bring in Easy, Rock and Easy. That'd be cool because I have all those guys painted. So that might be kind of fun. Bring on Easy Company to support the all winners. But okay, so back to it. So what we want to do tonight is I want to get from you guys, I want to get 20 different like baddies that are. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Someone's calling me. Not sure who that is. They'll go to voicemail. Okay, so I want to get 20 different baddies. Now, this is the trick though. I got to see whatever your suggestion is. I got to see if I have it. If I have it in my big I got a bunch of shit. I got a huge collection of shit. So, more than likely I have what you're thinking that I should play against. Okay? So, I want you guys to think about it. Now, make it not a Godzilla or some shit. Let's keep it a little bit low power. So all winners have a chance. Okay. So, and again, not like huge armies. Let's do like some sort of monsters or some sort of like, come up with something cool. Let me know. Okay. So I know Bo and Mutt are here. So Bo, give me a baddie that you think would be a good enemy to fight against. And then you too, Mutt, come up with something. Maybe I'll just do 12. We'll do 12 because I don't know if I could. I don't know, the 20 turns and that'd be a long fucking game. The all winners are badass though, man. Cap is badass. Bucky's not all that badass. I mean, he's just a kid. He's like I think he's a 15-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid. And then Toro is badass. I mean, he's the same age as Bucky, but he's kind of like the Human Torch. He's like can shoot flames and shit. And Namor, we'll say Namor got wet, before the battle, so he's all nice and fishy. He's not all dried out. And if you guys want to see the rules that I'm using for all this shit, go to weirdwwi.com or weirdworldwar2.com and just plug in Captain America, Human Torch, whatever, and you'll through all the bullshit, you'll find those rules. So if you can read those rules, maybe give you guys some ideas to use in your game. Okay. So anybody there? Is my fucking thing acting up again? If you guys can hear me, let me know. So I know that now the Germans, I think I'm going to use the Modifius's Black Sun Troopers. They're just like, they look menacing Germans. So, whatever. So, okay, Mutt, give me a baddie. Give me what you think would be cool to fight against, like Captain America and that crew. Again, don't give me fucking Godzilla or King Kong or something. I used to have this giant King Kong, dude, and it was really hard to find one that looks badass. And I fucking got rid of it like a dumbass. I should have kept it, but Dr. Octopus, no, he's not World War II, man. Nope, he's not World War II. He's like 60s. You can't do Dr. Doom because he's like a kid right now. I know, but it's funny because in my weird World War II, I want to kind of keep it like realistic. I don't want, Abrams tanks fighting on the battlefield because it's just not World War II. I want a fantastical World War II. So it needs to be grounded within the World War II, still have that kind of like semblance of reality of the World War II time frame. I mean, I guess like in theory, I can make like Dr. Octopus like Nazi, but I don't have that. I don't have any like, tentacle. I got tentacle guys, but I don't have like a Dr. Octopus like mechanical, tentacles. So I'll have to nix that one, dude. Sorry, dude. And all he does is has that. He's just really smart and has the fucking tentacles. I'm trying to think of those arms had lasers or some shit in it. I can't remember. I don't think he did. They had claws and crushing shit. I want to say at one time he did have like lasers that shot out of him, but I wasn't much of a Spider-Man reader, to be honest with you. That was Captain America, Punisher, Sergeant Rock, Weird War Tales. I was into Iron Man too. Iron Man was pretty cool. That's it. That's all you got. Doc Ock. Anyone else? Bo, where you at, man? Anybody else out there? Let's see. I got my monsters box right here. I did a short. Let's see what we got here. And these are just straight up monsters. Okay, so I got some flying. Captain Nazi, hell yeah, dude! I have a Captain Nazi. See, it's funny because there's two Captain Nazi. Well, there's Captain Nazi from it's DC, but before that, it was, I want to say it was Fawcett Comics. But yeah, so Captain Marvel fought against Captain Nazi. And then there was a Masterman. Masterman was kind of like a re-envisioning of Captain Nazi in Marvel during the Invaders run. So they're basically the same dude, though. Yeah, DC's. I mean, I don't mind cross titles, or companies. DC and DC and Marvel mixed together. That's fine. I can make that work. The Red Hood, that's a modern one. The Red Hood. Well, no. Wait a minute. I think there is a Golden Age Red Hood, actually. No, I'm thinking of the Claw. The Claw. I think the Red Hood is a modern one. In fact, isn't the Red Hood one of the Robins? Jason Todd or some shit? What the fuck? Comics are crazy now, dude. It's like, didn't they make like Captain America Hydra, part of Hydra, or some fucking dumb shit? I'm not saying, guys. Got a bunch of damn kids running around. Damn kids, get off my property! But all right, let me pull out my weird World War II boxes and see what we got. And again, you guys let me know what you think you guys want to see fight against the all winners. All winners being Captain America, Bucky, Human Torch, Toro, and Submariner, Namor. Okay, so here we go. So here, I'll show you the good guys. There's Cap, ready to kick some ass. Captain America throws his mighty shield. Although who opposes mighty shield must yield. That's Cap. That was one of my minis that I created. And then we got Bucky. Here's Bucky. There's Bucky Barnes. Little 14, 15-year-old kid. Then we got Submariner, Namor, Submariner. Got something in his butt. He's flying around. Made him all glossy like he's wet. So he's not all dried out. Arnim Zola, very good, very good. I do have Arnim Zola. Let me grab him real quick. I'll show him to you. Now I got the original Arnim Zola. He's just like a torso. He's like a face and a torso. He's great. So I'll put that down. Okay. Arnim Zola and his weird like bio constructs. Very good. But I've got let me see where Zola is here. Not in this one. Not that one. Let's see. I think it's in 3. I got like 4 boxes of just like weird War II shit. Good guys and bad guys. All right, he's in here somewhere. Now, it doesn't have to be people, guys. It could be thing. Here he is. Here's Zola. Hell, yes. Here's Arnim Zola, guys. There he is. And all his weirdness. That's awesome. Now, Zola was like a chemist or like a bio dude or whatever, bioengineer. And in my world, I had him create these things called brutes. And let me show you what they are. They're like these guys. I got like 8 of these guys, and they're just like crazy, like bio construct dudes. And they have like they've got like explosive collars on them, right? They're like, they're almost brain dead, but they have like explosive belts and whatnot, and they're like super, super strong and fast, right? But they're real dumb. So like when they get in close combat, if they're gonna get defeated, they just like blow themselves up. So very good. So I got that. So we got first one, Arnim Zola and his brutes. Very good. But so that's number 1. All right. Let me finish showing you. So you guys saw Cap and Bucky and Namor. You saw. So here is Toro. This is the Human Torch's sidekick. He's just like a kid. He's also a kid, like a teenager. And then we got the Human Torch himself. There he is. Sorry about the light, but it's weird War II. It's all fucking Mickey Mouse over here. There you go, guys. Okay, now you gotta stand up. There you go. Shit. Okay, so we got Arnim Zola and his brutes. All right. Who else we got? Let's see. I'll have to show you guys. I'll show you guys Easy now. Easy Company. I'll have them in the game too because they're fucking cool. All right, so here's Rock. There's Sergeant Rock. There he is. There's the man. Good old Sergeant Rock. And then we got this is Bulldozer. He's like the second in command, and he's got himself a 30, carries a 30 in his hand. That's fucking awesome. Then we got Wild Man. Wild Man's kind of like he's like this badass close combat guy. He's like a redhead, and he's got this fiery red beard. He's just like a crazy fucker. He gets in combat, in close combat, he just starts to froth and starts going crazy. Start kicking ass. That's Wild Man. Then we got Little Sure Shot. He's a Native American. He's like the squad scout. He's like their scout. He has like carries some feathers in his hair, and is a Little Sure Shot. Yeah. He's also like a sniper too. And then we got, who is this? Ice Cream Soldier. He's just like he excels in the cold weather. So he's just like, he never gets cold. He's just like a normal dude. And then who we got? We got Four Eyes. So Four Eyes is like, he's the radio operator. He's also a sniper too. He wears glasses. That's how you tell him apart. I put some like glasses on him. And then we got Jackie Johnson. He's African American. Normally, African Americans, they had segregated units in World War II, but Jackie he helped out the squad, and then he ended up joining it. So that's why he's here. He's badass. And then we got Ronson. Ronson, he's like the flamethrower guy. He wasn't in very many books, but he just Ronson was a brand name of cigarette lighters during World War II. So when the GIs referred to things that were really like flammable or whatever, they call them Ronsons. They used to call the M4s Ronsons because every time they got hit, they would start to burn. He's a flamethrower guy. Now I've got long round and short round, but it's in another box. They're the bazooka. They're the bazooka team. Long round's the guy that carries the bazooka, and then short round is the guy who carries the ammo. So, but yeah, so that's easy, and then you can just fill in the rest of Easy's squad with just kind of generic guys. There's a lot of different people that came through Easy, but those are pretty much, except Ronson, those are pretty much the ones who stayed for the most of the time for the books. But yeah, okay, guys. So we got Arnim Zola. What next? You guys got anything? Let me see if I can get anybody from the YouTube channel to chime in and see what they think. Sorry, guys. I'm listening to you. I'm watching. I'm listening, watching. Give me 1 second, guys. My typing is for shit. But yeah, so let's see what else I got. Let's look at my bad guys. Shit. Probably stay away from vehicles, just because I don't know. I guess I could deploy that crazy tentacle tank. Let's do that. That'll be the Panzer Kampfwagen 6 OSF S for Shoggoth. It's if you guys don't know what this is, it's a King Tiger that has been infused with a Shoggoth crew. They're like their tentacles and shit are coming out of the tank, and like pretty sweet. But it's a King Tiger. That thing's a beast in itself, let alone fucking complete, situational awareness, because there's eyes all over it, the tentacles and shit, and then like tentacles popping out of the hole or wherever it wants to. Should be a pretty cool battle. I wrote up some raw rules for that. That's a close. That thing's a killer. It's close combat, badass. It can engage like infantry in close combat with its tentacles, and while it's shooting them, shit. So it's like the Shoggoth is like it is a sentient creature. It's like a servitor race. So it's like a slave race, but it has rudimentary thinking, and you give it directions, and it does what you tell it to do. So it says go kill all the the guys that don't look like me. Go kill all the Americans, all the pig dogs, all the American pig dogs. Those are zombies. Let's see what we got here. All right, chuckleheads. I got some Japanese, but we're gonna be in the Pacific or in Europe, so that's no go for any of that shit. Now I got some weird, like, check these out. These are pretty cool. These are like some weird, like, fucking like experiment got mad. It's like a dude with tentacles coming out. Got a couple of those guys. Those are pretty cool. I guess zombies. I could do. Yeah, I could probably do some zombies. Like a group of zombies, a horde of zombies gets released, and they start heading towards the heading toward the heroes. Let's do zombies. All right. Oh shit. Okay, what we got here? Oh, we got like the Red Skull. We can do the Red Skull. The Red Skull isn't really all that. Oh, dude, that sucks. Wonderful. Dude, stop driving into shit. You'll be all right. It's probably your work truck too, isn't it? It's like something you got to have too. You can't just fucking not get your truck fixed, dude. You cannot live in America without a vehicle, man. I mean, I guess you can, but you're stuck in a certain spot. Hopefully, they have public transportation, or you're screwed. Yes, yeah, the work truck. Yeah, it's always how it goes, man. That sucks. That's a big old bite. I'm gonna have to lay off the minis, man, and just hunker down and do some painting. Save some money. Just paint, 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 paint. Let's see what else do I got here. I got Hitler's brain in a jar robot. I can do some robots. I got some cool robots. Yeah, let's do some robots. That'd be cool. Robots. Okay. Oh, good one. Let's see what else we got. I have Von Strucker, but he's not painted, and he's just a dude. He's not like anything special. Ooh, I do have I have Baron Blood. You guys remember Baron Blood? He was like a. Let me see if that'll focus. Here in a second. There we go. He's like a vampire, Nazi vampire. Baron Blood. I do that. That'll work. Baron Blood vamp. Baron Blood. I want to say that Baron Blood was a Brit. And then he was like a fascist, like Brit. I think that's what it was. Maybe he was German. I don't remember. Yeah, I've got this guy. This guy is going to be. I need to repaint him. I'm going to paint this guy up to be Master Man or Captain Nazi. This guy, and then he married a warrior woman, which is just like a Nazi fucking she-wolf bitch. This is Catwoman, but I'm gonna repaint her a little bit to make her a warrior woman. I haven't done it yet. Now I've got some homemade bad guys. I've got who is this? This is Brunhilde and her Valkyrie. So here's Brunhilde. Let me see if, oh no, this shit ain't focusing. There we go. Brunhilde, like from Legend, the Valkyrie. So she's in charge of. She trains the Nazis' Valkyrie Corps, which are like kind of like super soldier chicks that like act as bodyguards for like the elite, and they're a little bit bigger and taller, but they're supposed to be kind of like badass, like yeah. There we go. See, that's her. I got two of those guys, two of those girls, I should say, and they're just like they're like super soldiers. Might do that. Throw those chicks in there. They're not like super duper badass. I mean, they're almost like Captain America level, like in abilities. But they can get shot pretty easy, and they don't have shields or anything like that. Now I've got this big dude. I don't know what the fuck. What do I call this guy? Alpha. He's just like a big, like, like a super soldier dude. Brr. I want to stay away from the super soldiers. I want some weird shit. So I got some werewolves. We could do like a werewolf like pack. Not a pack. I probably have like painted wise. I know I got two. I got two painted. I got two big dire wolves painted that they can act like. I guess I get proxy as werewolves. And I've got these cool things. These are I took from Actun Cthulhu. They're like Shoggoth, but they're like man sized. So like little Shoggoth. They don't get giant. They're just like small, like infantry size. I might do those. I have 3 of those. Shoggoth troops. Oh shit. And then I got your typical like mythos Nazis kind of shit. All right, man. Sometimes you gotta act the husband. Sometimes, man, you can't just be full bore gaming nerd 24/7. You gotta pull the husband card's got to get pulled every once in a while. Haven't done any more villains. I was thinking about doing Red Skull, but he's not like tough. He's really smart. And like the whole cosmic cube thing, that didn't come into play until like the 60s. So that shit wasn't even around during World War II, the cosmic cube. So his ability to like alter reality and all that shit didn't exist. Now, I've got some of these like assassin dudes. These cool Daitoten, the Dead. He's like badass, like kind of like Wolverines, but they're like undead. And they just like badass assassin soldiers. Might use those guys. Now I've got this guy. This is what did I call him? It used to be written on there, but it's basically Iceman, guys, right? But he's like, it's not Iceman, it's like a Nazi. So he's like a ice, whatever that would be in German. They're Iceman. That'd be cool. This would be a good enemy fighting against the Human Torch and Toro, because his man, those two guys, like the rules I make. So I follow when I make my rules, guys, on like comic book characters that I'm taking from other people. I try to stay true to how they were, like in the books, right? And dude, it's like the Human Torch and Toro, they're not even solid mash. When they're in their fire mode, they're not even solid. They're a gaseous state. They're fire, right? So bullets and shit just go through their bodies. It doesn't hurt them. It just flies through them. So for you to really fuck with the torches, you gotta smother them or make them solid or some shit. So I made like some war gear for the Nazis that had like like asbestos bullets, or they have like flame retardant, grenades and all this kind of shit. So oh, that's good, man. You need to talk to your lady, dude. Chin wag, no shit. I was hoping some more people would show shit. Yeah, just breathe, Brian. Enjoy the blizzard. Enjoy the fat pill. Just let it course through your veins and add to your midsection. But I have to admit, dude, you've lost a bunch of weight that I've noticed. Like, not that I'm noticing your figure at all, but I do notice that it looks like you've dropped some pounds. That's good, dude. I'm sure you do that every summer, though. I bet. Shit, busting ass. working outside all day. That'll fucking do it. And I've got these servitors of Nyarlathotep. These things are cool. They're like, so these are from the Achtung Cthulhu game, and their story is like Nyarlathotep is like one of the deities in the Lovecraftian mythos, and he basically just likes chaos, just fucking chaos. Anyway, these things are like, these are corpses that have been like infected by by this mythos shit. Let me see if I can get that going. But yeah, it's basically the head of, there we go. The head of the corpse is like popped off, and this tentacle comes out and replaces it. And it's basically like reanimated corpses that act like shock troops, right? And they've got like these claws and tentacles and shit, and they can spit like some acid shit out. So they're like, but they're a horde. They're a horde kind of enemy unit. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 painted. So that's sweet. So I'll definitely use those guys. Those will be a good enemy to like get swamped by and try to fight off. Let's put those down. You asked me how to spell Nyarlathotep? No, it's the tentacle dudes. Tentacle dudes. And the dead. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more slots, guys. Okay. So, Brian, hit me with something crazy. Something crazy. It doesn't have to be an actual comic book thing. It could just be anything. Is there any kind of like, is there any kind of like cool enemy that you've been wanting to have in one of your games or some shit? Like with some sort of power or some sort of, it's some sort of entity that has whatever. I'm pretty quick to make up rules for shit, so it's really no big deal. I just wanted to hammer out some ideas so I can just write that shit up this weekend and get it all down on my scratch paper so we can play with it. Is there any cool like zombies from Zombicide that are worthy of like maybe transferring, like the rules transferring to like an enemy? Maybe they like, I don't know, they shoot out fucking, I don't know what boomer. We got kind of like a boomer already. Those constructs, Zola's constructs, they're kind of like the boomer. They run up, beat the shit out of you. If they're about to die, they'll explode. So we got that. We already got some zombies. And my zombies can differ from like, they can run. It depends on how fresh they are. If they're fresh zombies, they'll run. But if they're kind of rotten or really damaged, they're like the sluggish, the, what do you call them? The fucking meandering ones. Trying to think what other kind of fucking meandering ones. Trying to think what other kind of cool shit do I got? I almost thought about putting out a demon, like a devil. But in my game, in my rules, my angels, the fallen and the righteous angels, they don't really take sides. You know what I mean? It's like they may appear on the battlefield and they may affect those people in it that are either evil, like truly evil, or truly righteous. And they can come from any belligerent. So you could have like a righteous, like German that some soldier that, a private, in a German squad, and he's like a righteous, like he's like one of the righteous. And then, again, you can have an evil guy in an American squad or whatever. So it doesn't necessarily do like countries. It's just individuals. So you could have, couple individuals or like a whole unit that's, you know, righteous or whatever. So the Toxic Avenger. I've got something that's like the Blob. How about the Blob? That'd be cool. Just kind of like, it's like acidic. But I guess that's kind of what those Shoggoth are, though. Yeah, that's kind of what those things are. They're kind of like, they're like amoebas. The Shoggoth are kind of like amoebas. You know, they can grab shit. They're like, they can, you know, grab things and stuff. They don't just like roll over you and consume you. They do, they can, but they can grab things and hit you with shit or hit. They're super tough too, the Shoggoth. Toxic Avenger. You ever seen Toxic Avenger, dude? Those are horrible movies. I'm a big Trauma fan, so Tromaville fan. I'm a Wu Fang, Dr. Death. Hell yeah. The Scorpion. So now we're getting into like Mortal Kombat stuff. Mortal Kombat. I've got a guy that the skull, the flaming skull, this guy created in my game too. This guy's pretty cool. This is the flaming skull. He's like this, like, look at that guy. He wears this crazy like this medallion, right? It has the swastika on it. It's not necessarily Nazi. It's like, you know, it's like Hindu or some shit or whatever. And it gave him like, it like infused him with all this like superpower shit, but it burned off all of his skin, and his skull burns so hot it burns blue. So like any weapon that he has in his hand is, if like the bullets, when they shoot out, they're infused with like this mystical energy, and they basically turn into like autocannon, like MP40s 9mm bullets will be like 37mm autocannon shots. You know, big old fucking explosive, kind of like. So I'll use him. Yeah, good job, Brian. The flaming skull. Very cool. So this is what we got, guys, so far. We got Arnim Zola and his brutes. We got the Iceman dude. We got the tentacle guys. The big horde of tentacles. We got a horde of zombies I can throw out there. We got the flaming skull guy, the dead. Those are those like undead assassin guys. And we got robots. I got 3 big robots. They're probably about that big. We got the Shoggoth troopers. Those kind of like your blobs. And then we got that badass King Tiger with the Shoggoth crew in it. So that's pretty cool. So we got 2 more slots. What else do I got here? Let's look through my monsters here. I got my monsters thing right here. Let's see what we got. We got flying monkeys. Yeah, that doesn't seem very Nazi-ish. Ghouls. Evil clowns. Ghosts. I don't know. These are more like kind of... werewolves. I got some werewolves. I can throw some werewolves down. I got rules for werewolves. Maybe I'll do werewolves. Let me show you my werewolves, guys. I got a male and a female. A were-rat. I don't have any were-rats. If you got any extra giant Skaven rats, send them my way. But there's a werewolf. There's the male werewolf I got. The Swamp Thing. I don't have a Swamp Thing figure. I've got some proxies that might work for a Swamp Thing. And here's the female werewolf with the boobs. She's got the boobs. Yeah, we'll definitely do werewolves. That'd be cool. I could do a Succubus. Witch. I could do a witch. That might be cool. Do a witch or a warlock. You know, they can cast spells and shit. So Now I've got Nazi sorcerers. I could use those dudes. Yeah, let me put that. I'll put a magic. I do have a troll. I got a giant troll, dude. That might be kind of cool. I should do something giant. I think I've got a giant like robot. Let me see. Let me show you guys that. Hold on a second. See if it would look cool. I got pants on, woman. You just look pretty in there. Shut up. Weird war vehicle. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we got like. Oh yeah, I forgot I had these things. Oh, you be quiet, woman. Belle's telling me I better have pants on, and she's the one in the kitchen doing the dishes with only an apron on. Oh, I do have golems, but check these out, guys. So, I got this giant robot. Look at this guy. So let me get a 28 millimeter and put him up. So here's Cap, and here's this robot. Shit. Cap's like, damn, that's big. These are going to be. I don't know if you guys remember in the Marvel comics, the Red Skull, like during World War II, he planted all these giant robots in the world called the Sleepers. Okay, and every once in a while, one of these sleepers would like wake up and start blowing the shit out of everything, right? And Cap would have to go and like, it's a legacy of the Red Skull. But I could use that. That's like a really big. And then I've got, you guys will know what these are. I got a couple of these. These are so like in the Marvel comics, these are the Sentinels. These were robots that were created to go and destroy all the mutants in the world. Okay, and they're really badass. But I got these I found these at a fucking garage sale, man. And they're like I think I got them $1 a pop. I'm like, hell yeah, hook it up. And but yeah, these could be any kind of. These could be Nazis. These could be Japs. They can be Americans. They can be whatever you want them to be. So I could do giant. What do you think? 2 giant robots or 1 giant robot, Brian? The golem, I would do a golem, but in the traditional sense, the golem is a Jewish Jewish creature that's created by actually it would be fighting the Nazis. I do have rules for the golem, and it's the traditional it's traditional characteristics that the Jewish religious what they talk about what a golem is and what it can do and shit. So I took it from that. That'll work. I'll put a giant robot. Giant robot. All right, guys, we got them all. Hot dog. Well, there we go. So I got my baddies. I got my goodies. I got most of these rules here already written up, so I don't have to create too much rules for this week. Sweet. Thanks, Brian, for swinging by and hanging out. I'll cut it short here. We're running on the hour. I just been meandering and just bullshitting. But so guys, again, I want to thank everybody that reached out to me. When I was in the hospital, it means a lot. It really does. It means a lot. I thank you very much. It kept me going, kept me grounded, kept my head straight. Because man, I tell you, you're in the hospital long enough, it becomes a mind game. And if you don't have that link to the outside world, you kind of forget there is one. So again, if you guys know anybody that's in that kind of situation, reach out to them, guys. It'd mean the world to them. And so I'll remind everybody, my various travels and all the blogs and everybody I talk to, whatever live feeds. Halloween night, Hey, baby, when do you want to do our Halloween game? What time? Like, I'm asking you because I'm going to tell everybody on the thing. 2? No, that's too early. Like this. I was thinking about 7 or 6. Dude, I know, but do you want to do an early game? I guess we're gonna do it. Oh no, we're gonna hammer that out for the time for that, guys. So, but Halloween sometime, me and Mel, we're gonna throw down a live game, and you guys will see all of this shit in action. See what happens. See if the all winners and easy company can survive the evil Nazi onslaught of whatever their monstrosities that they can conjure to attack them. All right, guys. Again, thanks for everybody helping out. Well wishes. And whatever you guys do, keep it weird. See you later.